Let's record. Okay, cool. Yeah, so for the session, you do want to have a chair. And this is, so it's something that is portable because I want you to move it towards the wall for some part of it. That also means you need access to a slither of wall because we're going to do a little bit of wall work as well. And then the other thing I'd want you to have is a band of some sort. Now I've gone for a physio band today, but if you've got a resistance band, that is perfect. If you've not got any bands, like a dressing gown rope kind of tie thing will be perfect, or a tea towel. Make sure you've got a long tea towel if possible, because I know some tea towels are a little bit short, but you want it to be at least wider than your shoulders, or a t-shirt maybe. But if you've got rope or a band, that would be ideal as well. So yeah, chair and band to hand for a little bit later. Lovely, yeah, and so we're going to be doing our back bends today. So we're going to be opening up the shoulders, stretching out all of the shoulders, neck, back, lower back, and getting into a deeper bend in our lower back. And then we're also going to be looking at kind of working into the legs a little bit as well. But we'll see how we go. Let me just give my camera a little tilt. Oop. Okay, let's get ready. Okay. All right, starting with 4 big deep breaths, taking it in through your nose, out through your mouth, lifting the arms up as we go. Number 1, lifting it up. Exhale, folding it forwards. Number 2, lifting it up. And down and relax. Number 3. And release. And last one, biggest one yet. And letting it all out. Lovely. Stand yourself up, pull the shoulders back, chest lifted, and take yourself from one side to the next, just gently shifting your weight over. Lovely. Hold yourself to one side, lift up the ankle, circle around the ankle, and then change direction of the ankle. Perfect. Switch over to the other leg, circle around the new ankle, and then reverse, change direction. Lovely. Leg number 1, lifting it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it out the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Leg number 2, lifting it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Nice soft knees, tummy nice and tight, rolling around the shoulders. Perfect. Take a little bit bigger, lead in with the elbows. Excellent. And then just the shoulders rolling forwards. And then forward swimming. Perfect. Lovely. Reach the arms up nice and high. Let's take one arm forward, one arm back. And just letting your arms swing, warming up the muscles all around the shoulders. And then change direction. Other one back, other one forwards. Lovely. And then shake it all out. Nice soft knees, wrap yourself round. Feel a twist in the back, floppy arms, floppy fingers. Perfect. And then taking yourself back to the front. Everything from hips down, stay still. Just twisting the upper body, keeping that tummy nice and engaged. Lovely. And then everything from shoulders down, stay still, just moving the head left to right, right to left. Lovely. Gently up, gently down. Lovely. And then ear to shoulder. and over to the other side. Keep the shoulders down, up and over, up and over. Ah, lovely. And then bringing the ear over to the shoulder. Gently roll around that front semicircle to the other shoulder. And then just easing it back again. So we're just rolling through that front semicircle. Stretching out the back of the neck. Perfect. Lovely. And then gently lift your head back up on top of the shoulders. Lovely. Pulling the shoulders up to the ears. Pushing them down. Lifting it up. Pushing it down. Lifting it up. Pushing it down. And double tap. Lovely. Bring the arms out to the side. We're going to bring palms to the front. Little pulses in. Push, 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 push. Lovely. Turn the palms to the back. Little pulses back. Pushing backwards. Lovely. Palms go down. Circles forwards. Medium circles. Taking it a little bit bigger. Excellent. And then change direction. Medium circles going backwards. And then tiny circles going backwards. Beautiful. Lovely. Good. Give the arms a little bit of a rest. From here, I want you to integrate your fingers like you're making a little bird. And then lift your arms up. Keep your shoulders down as best you can. And then push your armpits forward. So I'm just taking them from center. And then pulling them back. And back. And back. And release. And back. And release. And back. And release. Lovely. And then from here, I'm just going to circle them all the way round. Lovely. And change direction other way. Good. Lovely. And then letting it all go. Bring the palms up to the sky. Open out the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back. Round and separate the shoulder blades. And open. And round. And open. And round. And open. And this time when we round, intersync the fingers, separate the shoulder blades, gently pulling on the arms down to the floor. Lovely. Let go of the hands, intersync the fingers at the back, pull the shoulders down, opening up the chest, lift the arms up, and then fold yourself over, trying to get your hands to come all the way up over to the floor in front of you. Lovely. Let go of the hands, bend the knees, rolling it all the way up. And then taking the hips from side to side, circling around the wrists, taking it all the way up to the top and down the middle. And then when you get to the bottom, change the direction of the wrists, take them back up the sides, all the way to the top and down the middle. Lovely. Forearms together, intersync the fingers, circle them round and reverse. And snaky and reverse. Perfect. Give them a little shake, fold yourself forward, hands come down to the floor, keep those hips going from side to side. Feel a stretch on the inner thigh, or the back of the legs maybe. And taking it all the way back up again. Perfect. Bending the knees, pelvis tucks under, squeeze the tush, and then take it back. Really stick your butt out to the back, under and squeeze, taking it back. Under and squeeze, taking it back, and then let's circle the hips all the way around. Nice big circles, taking it as big as you can. And then change direction of the way. Lovely. While we're still standing, before we go down, I'm going to step and kick my butt. So I'm going to keep my knees back and just stepping from side to side, kicking my butt, keeping my hips, almost like push your hips forward or pull your knee back. Start to feel a bit of a stretch on the front of the legs, maybe a little bit in the hips. Lovely. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Feet nice and wide, fold yourself forward. Woo. And then bend one leg. Feel a stretch on the inner thigh, and then straighten that and swing it over to the other side. Taking it up and over, up and over. Lovely. And then from here, taking it through the middle. If you wish to, take your hands off, keep that chest lifted and your hips nice and low, or keep your hands on the floor, whichever you and your body prefer today. Perfect. Hold yourself to one side. You can pop yourself onto your butt if you prefer. And we're just going to do this ankle. So I'm flexing, then taking it to a demi point, through to a full point, back to a demi point, and flex. We go demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex. Last one, demi, full, demi, flex. Lovely. And then lifting yourself up and over into your lunge position. From here, gently taking the hips up and down, gently warming them up. Push through that front leg, take yourself into your standing lunge, find your balance, reach the hand up, tilt the pelvis under, and then drop down deeper into your hip. Keep your back leg nice and straight. Reach forward, hands come down to frame your front foot, lower the back knee down onto the toe, and then we will straighten and rebend. Let's go for 8, 7. Make sure you're really focused on it being super straight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Took the toe under at the back. Push your back leg straight, keeping your hips a little bit higher. Glue your chest onto your front leg as we try and take it straight and rebend. You can also flex up your toe to get into a deeper stretch here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Drop the back knee down. Take yourself into a lovely big low lunge position. Let's do our hip circles round for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. 2 hands come to the inside. Tuck your toe under at the back. Push your hips open and scoot yourself over to the other side. And again, if you want to, you can sit down here as well. And then from here, we're flexing up that foot, taking it through demi point and full point, back to demi and flex. Demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex. Last one, demi, full, demi, flex. Perfect. Lift yourself up over onto the other side, gently taking the hips up and down. Lovely. Push you that front leg, take yourself into your standing lunge. Find the balance to reach the hands up, pelvis tucks under, and push down into the hips. Reach all the way forward, hands come down to frame it each side of it. Frame your front foot, untuck your toe at the back and drop the knee down. You know what you're doing. And from here, we're going to straighten that front leg and rebend. Really focus on it going super straight. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Tuck the toe under at the back. Push your back leg straight. Keep your chest glued on as we straighten that front leg and flex up your front foot as well. Just get a deeper stretch in the calves and back down. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely stuff. Drop your back knee down. Take yourself into a luscious big low lunge and let's do our hip circles. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely stuff. 2 hands come to the inside. Bring your weight into your back knee and semi-circle your leg round to join. So you're landing on all fours here. Make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And then from here, we're going to tuck the tailbone under, round the back, separate the shoulder blades, but down between the legs. Lovely. Opening it up the other way. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back, tilting the pelvis up and away, looking up to the sky, and tucking it back under. Really rounding through the shoulders, and then opening it out. Imagine your tailbones are going to try and reach the top of your head. Lovely. Let's roll the ribcage round in a circle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely stuff. From here, actually, bring your palms down to the floor. Sorry, ignore me for a second. Right, listen now. Toes tuck under. Bring your butt up and over your ankles and take yourself into a downward facing dog. I want you to, for a moment, just walk through your ankles. So bending one knee at a time, pushing my ankle down to the floor, feeling the stretch all down the back of the leg. Lovely. And then pushing the armpits down towards the toes. So keep the legs still. Push the armpits down towards your toes. Lovely stuff. And then gently walking the feet in towards your hands. And from here, we're just going to relax our hands over, lifting our hands maybe towards the elbows to resist putting weight into them. Straighten out your legs just for a moment. See if you can feel that stretch all coming down the back of the hamstrings. And then do the softness to the knees as you roll yourself all the way up. Lovely. Now I want us to start on our bottom of our legs, which might sound a little bit weird for shoulder and back bends, but hopefully it'll make sense. So I'm having my feet in line with my hips, and they are about a foot distance apart. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot slightly back. And I'm going to bend my knees and bring my weight evenly distributed between both feet. And I should feel a stretch on the bottom of my back leg. So this muscle here, which is your soleus, underneath your calf. So we're just stretching out right from the bottom to begin with, just because our muscles overlap. And so we can get a deeper hamstring stretch, and our hamstrings run underneath and join our lower back, and that will help us to get deeper into our lower back. Lovely. Lifting it back up, take a lovely big step forward, pin your back heel down to the floor, back leg stays straight, and I want you to keep a straight line from the top of your head to the back ankle, and we're going to bend this front leg, leaning forward and feeling that stretch deepening our calf. Lovely, good. And then release. Lovely. Switch over to the other leg, and we'll start with our soleus. So feet just slightly apart, keep them in line with your hips, softly bending the knees down until you feel that lovely stretch on the back of your back leg, right at the bottom in your soleus muscle. If you don't feel much of a stretch here, that's absolutely fine. Some people, sometimes we just don't work our soleus that much, so it doesn't feel tight. So when we stretch it, it doesn't stretch that much as a result, because it's not been that contracted. But if it is, you'll really feel it. Lovely. And release. Take a lovely big step forward with your front leg. Straighten out your back leg from the heel, pushing down into the floor to the top of your head. You're going to keep in a straight line, and then bend your front leg, leaning forward into this lovely calf stretch, straightening out all of the calf here. Lovely. And then release. Good. While we're here, I just want to do our quads. You're welcome to either hold on to your ear or a wall or a partner. Bring your knees together, lift up one foot and grab it behind you. Keeping the knees in line, I want you to push, tilt your pelvis under. So instead of just in a calf stretch, I want to be pushing, quad stretch, I want to be pushing my pelvis under and pulling my foot in towards my butt, so I can deepen that stretch all down the front here. Lovely. Just holding it here for a few moments, just breathing into it. Take this as far as you can. So really pushing your hips forward into the stretch, pulling that knee back if you need to. Lovely. And release. Switch over to the other leg. Knees to knees, lifting your foot up towards your butt. Push your hip, tilt your pelvis under, push your hips forwards, feeling that lovely big stretch all down your quad muscle at the front of your thigh. Perfect. Lovely stuff. Fabulous. One more breath here. And relax. Good, lovely. Now from here, I want us to take ourselves back into a lying down position. I'm going to take mine at an angle. case I kick plants and whatnot. And I want you to lie down onto your tummy. Lovely stuff. So hopefully we've warmed up our hamstrings a little bit already, so that will be helpful. I want you to bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and then we're just going to, I'm relaxing my hips, and my feet are about shoulder distance apart, maybe a little bit wider actually. They're probably the width of the mat. In fact, they definitely are, because I can feel the corners on my feet. So just a little bit wider than my hips. So just a little bit wider than my shoulders. Then I bring my hands underneath my shoulders, and I'm just going to gently start to lift my chest up off the floor, and then I'm relaxing it down. Now, as I'm lifting up, I want to be thinking about lengthening my spine. So I'm lifting up, lengthening, nice long neck, shoulders are pulled back and down, and lift and gently going back down. So just to show you from the front, I don't want to be kind of like coming up and like coming back down like this, but I want to be feeling like I'm like lengthening, nice and long neck. My shoulders are pulled down, so I'm not kind of like lifting up like so, but instead I'm really like pushing, and I'm trying to feel like my head is lifting up to the sky, my chest is open, everything's quite open. That's what I want it to feel like. So nice and long shape. Now, if this feels, as we're going up and down, we're kind of doing it as a little wave, and as you come down, I want you to think that your chest is pulling out that little bit further. So as I go up, pulling up, lengthening through my top of my head, and then imagine my chest is trying to come down a little bit further, like as I come down, like my tummy button is trying to inch further up the mat. So lifting it up, stretch, reach forward, down, lifting it up, stretch, reach forward, down. Lovely. Let's make this our last one. Lifting it up, stretch, reach forward, down. Lovely. Now this time when we're going to lean up, you can prop yourself up onto your elbows if you wish to. Now if you're propping yourself up onto your elbows, make sure your shoulders are still coming down. So I'm not sinking into my shoulders here and scrunching up all of my neck muscles and the upper back. I want to be pushing through my elbows to lengthen out. So I'm pulling up. If you would like to make this a deeper bend, then you can lift yourself up with your hands further away, and then to get it deeper and deeper, you're bringing your hands towards your hips. But the entire time I'm putting my shoulders down, I'm not sitting, sinking into them. I'm pushing and pulling away. And then when we're in this position, I'm going to go mine a little bit lower to begin with. I'm going to bend one leg and then release. Okay, so let's do it together. Bend, release, bend, release. And then number 3, we're going to hold, reach behind to catch your leg, and I want you to bring your butt in towards your foot towards your butt. Still keeping that nice long neck. Don't let your muscles scrunch up. Push your hip into the floor, and then relax. Switch over to the other leg, and in, release. In, release. Number 3, reach behind. Give it a little grab, bring your foot in towards your butt, pushing into the hip. Lovely, feeling that stretch in the quad. And relax, lovely. Take it back down. Good. Just relax for a little moment. If you're feeling it build up pressure in your lower back, feel free to take it the reverse and take it into your child's pose, where you can stretch out and release your lumbar spine here. Lovely. And then when you're ready, bring yourself back forwards into your lying down position, ready to go again. Now this time, if you wish to, you can take it a little bit deeper if you feel comfortable to do so. And from here, we're bending that leg from 1. Actually, I'm just going to shove it forward. I'm keeping my plant. And we go 1, release, 2, release, 3, grab behind, pull the foot in, push your hip down, feel that lovely big stretch. Keeping nice long shoulders, long neck, pulling the shoulders down. Getting all my words in a muddle today. Looking up to the sky. And then relax. Lovely. Leg number 2. 1, release, 2, release, 3, reach behind, give it a little pull in, foot to butt. Looking up, nice long neck, shoulders pulled down, hips going into the floor, feeling the stretch in your quad. And relax, taking it back down nice and gently. Really good. Again, if you would like to release the lower back, take yourself into your child's pose. Bring your pelvis down and under, lengthening out your lower back here. Lovely, good. And then taking it back forwards. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my feet together. Okay, so we're going to lift 1, 2, 3, and then when we hold it, I want you to really like lean over, like your toes are trying to get towards your forehead or the top of your head. Okay, so gently lifting yourself up into your position. If you wish to, you can take yourself into a deeper position by bringing your hands closer towards your hips. Always remember to keep a nice long neck, lengthening through the spine. Shoulders are pulled back and down. Lovely. Legs together. 1, release. 2, release. And 3, and then let's see if you can lean back even further. Trying to get your toes towards your head. And gently taking it down. Lovely. And let's just relax that one. Taking it through into your child's pose. Pelvis going top down. Lovely. And release. Now I'm going to do that last one with the both legs again, because it just felt really good and like we were actually getting into quite a nice bend there. So hands come under, lifting yourself up as much as you want to. You might find that you went a little bit deep that time, so you might want to do it more gentle, or you might feel like you could go again, but it's up to you. So just listen to your body, and then we're going to take our legs together for 1, release, 2, release, and 3, hold it here, leaning up, keep your shoulders down, nice long neck, leaning back if you want to, and then see if you can get your toes heading towards your head. Lovely, really nice. And then gently relaxing it down. Really good. Taking yourself back into that child's pose just to release and take it the other way. Really, really nice stuff there, guys. And then taking it forward. Good. How about you to grab yourself your band or tie or rope or whatever you've got to hand. Put that to one side. I'm just going to open up the shoulders a little bit more. Fabulous. Good. So this one's probably better. We're going to do this one standing up. You can do it on your knees if you want to, or sitting down, but I'm going to do it standing up just so then we can feel nice and sturdy and strong. To begin with, I want you to take your hold of your band quite wide. So it wants to definitely be wider than your shoulders. If you've got a stretchy band like me, you can go probably a little bit wider than shoulders because you know it will stretch wider. But if you've got a tie that doesn't stretch, then you definitely want to go wider than your shoulders. Lovely, perfect. We're going to take it down to begin with, and then keeping your tummy nice and engaged, we're going to lift the arms up and then take it back. Feel that lovely stretch, and you might be able to take it back all the way round and behind you. If that doesn't happen, if you're like, my shoulders do not want to rotate like that, that's okay. You can either take it wider still on the arms or take it as far as back as feels like the stretch is needed. Then from here, again, tummy tight, lifting it back up and over. Lovely. I want you to try and keep your arms straight if you can. So lifting it up, over, holding it in that lovely stretch. If you can, if you want to, you can take it all the way round. And then up, back, and over. Lovely. Once more. Up, round, down. Excellent, guys. You look fab. Up, round, and down. Fabulous. This time, we're going to take it closer. I want you to take it shoulder distance apart. Now, obviously, if you've got a stretchy band, it will forgive you and will go a little bit deeper. It will give a little bit off, but try to resist that if you can. Or do what I'm doing, is I'm going to wrap mine round so they try and stay a little bit less stretchy. So this time it will be much more difficult to get your arms to go all the way through. I know mine won't because I did this one earlier. But that's okay. I don't need them to. So I'm going to lift my arms up. I'm going to keep my pelvis neutral, tummy nice and tight. And then what I want to do is take them back as far as I can and then release. Okay, pulling it back, take it as far back as you can, hold, 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 and release, and again, pulling back, hold, 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 and release. Lovely. So basically, this is because we're going deeper into our stretch, but we're doing it with our muscles. So you might find that it doesn't go as deep as you want it to, but hopefully it's your active muscles, active stretching, getting into position. Pop your bands to one side for 1 second. We're coming back to them, so have them still to hand. I want you to grab your chair, or if you've got a table to hand, that's also fine. Or you can also do this one on your pole as well, if you've got a pole to hand as well. We're just going to do our hands onto the chair or table or whatnot, and then I'm going to step myself back and push my armpits down to the floor. So it's the same position that we've just done, but instead of using our shoulder muscles to pull us back, we're just pushing down and using our upper back to push us into the position, which is a little bit more passive. So I'm bringing my hands onto the top of my chair, and then I'm bringing my feet back. I've got a softness in my knees, and then I'm just going to sink my armpits down towards the floor. I'm just breathing. I want to imagine somebody pushing down as I exhale onto my upper back, just deepening and trying to get my armpits to touch the floor. Lovely. One more breath here. Lovely. And then gently lifting it up. Really nice. Go back to pick up your band. We're going to do the same thing again, but we might need to get a little bit deeper this time because we've just taken it into a deeper stretch. So hands roughly shoulder distance apart. So this will mean that they won't go over all the way back, or if they do, then you've just got a great deal of flexibility. So lifting them up as high as they can go and pull them back as far as they can go. Keep that tummy tight, pelvis neutral, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring it and release. Lovely. Taking it back up into position, pulling them back and hold. 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. And then last one, taking it forward, pulling it back and hold. 3, 2, 1. And release. Really nice. Good. Pop your bands to one side. Taking yourself round, I'm getting really warm. Taking yourself round into back towards your chair or your table or pole. Both hands go on. Stepping it back. Soften the knees, push your armpits down. And just feel that lovely big stretch in your upper back and into your armpits and shoulders. Now from here, I've said to do soft legs, but from here, I want you to try to straighten your legs out, feeling the stretch in your hamstrings. It might mean that it lifts you up slightly. That's okay for the moment. And then soften the knees again. And then I'm going to stretch them out and hold. And soften. And stretch it out. Hold. And soften. Lovely. Relaxing it back up. Really nice. Lovely. While we're still using our chair, I want us to do a little bit more on our hamstrings. So I want to, I've just stood up a little bit too quickly. I'm a little bit dizzy. Let me just bring myself to. Okay, good, I'm fine. So I want to lift up one leg, so the leg that's closest to the chair, I'm sideways on. I'm going to lift it up and pop my ankle on the top of my chair. Or if you're using a sofa, that's also cool, or like your sideboard, as long as it's not where you prep your food, make sure you clean it afterwards. Make sure we're lifting up out of our hips here. We're going to take a big stretch to begin with and just stretch all down the side. So I'm reaching over, armpit to the sky. Lovely, lovely. Big old stretch down all the side of my body. Lovely. Reaching it back up. Still drawing up tall. I'm then going to pivot round to face my leg. Might need to do a little bunny hop to keep you balanced. Keep that leg super straight. We're going to draw up through the top of our head. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Fold yourself forwards. Lovely. Towards your leg. Lovely. Just holding it here. Feeling this lovely big stretch all down the back of that leg. Lovely. And breathing. Exhale out. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. As you inhale, just really thinking and focusing on the muscle, and as you exhale, feel it expand and lengthen. Lovely. Take yourself back up. Take a big deep breath in, reach the arms up, lengthen through the spine. Pulling up through your hip, fold yourself forward again. Lovely. Good. This is stretching all the back of this leg here. Lovely. And then release. Lifting that leg up. Whoop. And then we're going to switch over to the other leg. If you want to, you might want to switch your chair around so you can still see, or maybe just turn around, face the back. I'll do my best to describe what we're doing. Lift the inside leg, lifting it up and placing it onto your chair. You're sideways on to begin with. Drawing up from this opposite arm as leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine, pulling up through the hips and reaching over, having that luscious big stretch all the way down this side of the body. Armpit facing up towards the sky as best as you can. Lovely. And release. Turn yourself half turn, whoop, towards your leg. So you're facing your leg. Inhale, pull up through the spine, through your hip, arms up. Exhale, folding it forwards and feeling this lovely big stretch all down the back of your front leg. And just relaxing into this stretch, feeling your muscle lengthen and stretch out all the back of this thigh. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Lovely. Last breath here. Lovely. And then lifting yourself back up, drawing up. Inhale, exhale, fold forwards. Lovely stuff. And just holding it again in that position. You can go a little bit deeper if you want to. Lovely. And then releasing it back up. Lift the leg up and off. Good stuff. From here, taking your hands onto your chair again, stepping back, pushing the armpits down towards the floor, and then softness to the knees as you can deepen into your into your shoulder stretch, and then we're going to straighten out the legs and really tilt your butt up and away. So I'm really pushing through my armpits, butt up and away, feeling the stretch all down the back of the leg in my hamstring. Lovely. And then releasing it back up, and then we'll take it once more. Taking it down, push through the armpits, straighten out the legs, heels to the floor, butt up to the sky. Armpits to the floor. Trying to straighten your legs up as much as you can. Lovely. And then release and take it up. Really good, really good. I hope you can feel that in kind of a little bit of everywhere. Now, while we're here, I want us to just focus a little bit on our lower back. So I'm going to use my chair, but I'm going to kind of like lean my chest on it, or like kind of like sit on it like so. And I'm going to focus just on my lower back. So I'm going to have my feet kind of just about shoulder distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. And they're going to start soft and then I'm going to straighten it, and then from here, I'm really going to push through my lower back. I want you to, although the movement might be really subtle, I want you to imagine like your butt is lifting up and out. So imagine that your butt cheeks are almost rotating outwards. That's how much I'm almost like someone is pushing on your lower back. So we're going to deepen our lower back bend in this position. So softness in the knees, arms ready, and then straighten out the legs. And then I'm going to push my back into my lower back, pushing down for 3, 2, 1, release. Push down again for 3, stick the butt out, 2, 1, release. And again for 3, 2, 1, release. Last time, push for 3, 2, 1, release. Good, lovely stuff, good. From here, I'm going to pop my chair to one side, but I am going to use it, and I want you to use it in a second. I want you to find yourself next to your wall. So let me just maneuver around. Let me think how to do this actually. I normally balance you on my chair, but now I'm using my chair. Let me pop you into position. So you just want to have access to your wall, or at the moment, you can use a pole if that's easier, but you'll need your wall in a second. So if you can get to a wall, that's perfect. Sorry about that. Right, there we go. So there's my little wall space. Hopefully you can see that okay. I've got my chair to one side ready for when I need it in a minute. So what we're going to be doing is just working on our splits to begin with. So I'm going to bring my hands down to the floor, and then I'm going to bring my heel right next to the wall, and then lift my other foot up onto the wall. Then using my hands, I can walk my hands in, taking myself into a deeper split and stretch, trying to bring my hips towards the wall as best I can. And then I'm going to walk it back out once I've had that lovely stretch. So if you're all in your positions, let's do that together. Okie dokie, hands come down, ankle goes to wall, lift your foot up to the back, and then just walk your hands in. And there's no rush, just really listen to your body. Let your body tell you when it feels okay to deepen the stretch, or when it wants to hold off, because there will be constant signals between your brain and your muscle going, this is too much, this is not enough, and just going back and forth. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, see if you can sink deeper into the stretch. Lovely. Once more, inhale and exhale. Lovely. And when you're ready, gently coming back down. Fabulous. Switching it over to your other leg. Bringing your hands down. If you need a little moment to just rebalance and turn yourself up the right way, then feel free to take that time. If not and you're ready, then bringing your hands down, ankle to the wall, lifting the other foot up, and then bringing your hands closer towards the wall, bringing your legs closer into your standing split. Lovely. And just listening to your body, same as before. Inhaling and exhaling. If it feels like it's too tight and your muscle is trying to shorten, ease it off. If it feels like it feels comfortable and it wants to go deeper into the stretch, then feel free to just do that and take it a little bit deeper. Lovely. One more breath in and exhale out. Lovely. And gently coming down. Really nice, guys. Really good. Now we're going to take it. This is one that I was saying about at the start. This one's a little bit more intense. So just listen to your body, see what feels right, see what doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, then you can either go back to this split stretch or have a little break or do whatever feels comfortable for you. So this is where we're going to use our chair. So I'd advise you to use your smaller part of your chair to begin with. You might be able to get up to the higher part. If you can, that's amazing, but don't worry if you can't. And then from here, I'm bringing it in front of me, bringing my ankle to the wall, so my heels to the wall. And then whilst on my chair, I can lower myself down to make it easier. I'm going to lift up my leg, okay? Bring myself closer. I might be able to shuffle my chair in. And then from here, I want to be pushing to try to lift up and try to lift myself up into a more like a standing split where I'm lifting upright. So this will feel like a luscious, big, deep back bend, as well as in a split position as well. Lovely. And you're just going to breathe through it. And when you're pushing in with your chair, really think about bringing your neck straight. And again, I'm not hunching with my neck, I'm bringing my shoulders down. Lovely. And then as you feel comfortable, you're just kind of easing and pushing closer to the wall and bringing yourself upright. So just kind of listen and follow your body's reactions and see how that feels with the first leg. Lovely, good. And it might mean that your split doesn't feel as deep, because this is basically, because you're lifting your body up, then you'll be creating a deeper stretch, a deeper angle in your hip flexor. So not only you'll be doing a back bend, but it will be making it deeper in your hips, so it will be tougher. Lovely, good. Really nice. Fabulous stuff. Good, let's take one final breath here. And release and come down. Fabulous, good. Fab, fab, fab. Now, if you would like to switch over to the other leg, and we can repeat the same thing again. So switch over, have your other ankle in against the floor, lifting, start with your body as low down as possible. You can even bring your hand onto the floor and like almost like get into position whilst you're still on the floor, and then try to lift it up from there onto your chair, kind of walking up with that. It will just deepen the stretch, and then as that feels okay, you can then start to straighten the leg. Don't worry, like this isn't me in my fullest split, but I'm kind of using the chair to push into my split, but also lifting up to take it into a deeper back bend as well. And then I'm just following how my body feels. If you do feel like some parts feel a little bit more intense and you want to just do a deeper stretch in your hip or your hamstrings, then feel free to isolate and just do a stretch on their own there as well. Lovely. Really good. Fabulous stuff. Paulina, how are you getting on, my love? I can see you doing your little stretches. You're good? Yeah. Fab. Good, good, good. Okay, let's make this our final breath and come down if you are not already down. Really nice. Was that quite intense? It felt really intense for me, my lower back. Good. Fabulous, fabulous. Okie dokie. And then from here, I'm just going to take myself back to my mat on the floor. So you can pop your chair away or out of the way if it's been in the way, and find yourself back on your mat. And then because we've done quite a lot on our lower back, I just really wanted to release our lower back and just let it unwind a little bit. So I'm going to lie myself down onto my back, and I'm going to bring in my knees in towards my chest. So I'm in a little ball. Now you can choose to either hold on to your knees, maybe pop your hands underneath your knee pits. And then what I want to do from here is I'm just going to rock back and forwards. So I'm just kind of giving my a little massage through all of my back. And it's really nice just to fold it the other direction once I've done loads of back bends. Just rolling it out. Lovely. Good. Lovely stuff. I've managed to shuffle my way along there doing that. Fabulous. Last roll, and then take yourself still lying down on your back. Take your feet together and your knees up to the sky. So feet are on the floor, knees up to the sky. And then I'm going to drop my knees over to one side. Reach my arms out and pin down my shoulder, both my shoulders, but particularly focusing on the one that's the opposite to my knees. And I should feel this lovely twist in my lower back. I can look away from my knees as well to make it slightly more intense. Fabulous. Lift your knees up to the sky, look over to the opposite way and drop the knees down in the other way. Just letting it relax. And twist and release any tension in your lower back. Lovely. Bring your knees back up to the sky, drop them over to side number one and take your top leg and just take it a little bit further over. So lifting your knee up towards your hand or in that direction, just to deepen that stretch. If you don't need the stretch, that's fine. You can keep your knees in line with one another. But the option is there for you. Lovely. And then feet together, knees up to the sky and drop them over to the other side. And again, if you wish to, you can take that top leg a little bit further around to deepen that stretch. Lovely. And feet together, knees back in towards your chest. And I'm going to do one more little roll, rocking backwards and forwards. Just really rounding out the back, pushing through the back, getting into a deeper stretch. Lovely. And then from here, and what I want us to do is lying down on my back, I'm going to lift my feet up into the air and lift in almost like into a shoulder stand, but I want to try and get my feet to come down over the top of my head. I'm going to have a softness to my knees, so it's not a hamstring stretch. My butt is in the sky, and I'm just really like pulling my shoulders underneath me. Pelvis goes up and over. And if you can get your knees down towards the floor over your head. But basically, you're just stretching out all of your lumbar back, all of your lumbar spine in this position. And then gently rolling it out. Nice and slowly and controlled. Good. Lovely. Roll yourself over onto one side and gently lift yourself up. Whew! That felt quite intense. Hopefully it felt a good intense for you.